We're here at the south end of the Robson Valley in east central British Columbia, Canada, in what's turned out to be an unusual snowless December. This is a rural residential community, still heavily forested, with a few scattered residences, about 5 kilometers south of the village of Valemount. This area has only been settled for about 100 years, but during that time, people have lived peacefully, side by side with wildlife. Most of us still do. During the summer, a black bear sow and her 2 cubs were a frequent sight in this area, feeding happily on wild edibles. Sometimes they would get into the rose bushes looking for rose hips, and occasionally they would want to share your backyard. No problems. About 2 weeks ago, the mom and 1 cub were shot and killed by poachers about 1 kilometer from here, leaving the carcasses to rot in the bush and the second cub to survive on its own. So somewhere in this forest is an orphaned 10-month-old bear cub that should already be hibernating. Concerned residents in this community, the bear spotters, have been keeping track of this little guy until we can get him moved to a wildlife rehabilitation facility. We've lost track of him for the last few days and we're concerned for his safety. We're all hoping the cub has not decided to hibernate. We know it's very underweight because it did not collapse the rose bushes while it was feeding. So our fear is, if it has started this long winter sleep, the chances of surviving to spring would be minimal. The cub was last seen in this area that's currently being cleared.
Yeah, no, this is right where he was hanging around. I'd come out here and I'd back in and get a load of wood and I'd look and he'd be about 10 feet behind the truck. It almost made you want to go over and pedal. Go up and hug one of the trees and start to climb up it. And so you just back up. But yeah, he had stayed about 10 feet from you and just... you could see where it had been around the fires. I guess at night it'd come where it was warm and that.
Yeah.
It was kind of cute when he come out. He never ran away. He just sat there and looked at you.
Okay, so we've just had the call and we're pretty sure that the bear is somewhere in this area.
So we're bear spotting and we have it under reliable authority that the orphan cub that we're seeking is right over here. And here he is. There we go. This isn't the first time the cubs visited this spot. It's camped out at this tree on a couple of occasions, so we're hoping to use this to our advantage and encourage it to stay here. The cub's not impressed by all this extra attention, so it trees itself. This is a good sign for us because we had a report about a week ago that it didn't have enough energy to climb a tree to get away from a bear spotter, so we're taking this as a very good sign. After a brief meeting, it's determined that the cub now has a name, Bailey, and that it is a she. As well, it's been decided to encourage the cub to stay in this area while Angelica and Peter Langan from Northern Lights Wildlife Shelter come down, trap it, and take it back to their sanctuary in Smithers. The problem is they have to travel from Smithers to Valemount, an 8-hour drive non-stop on a good day, and they're going to do it in the winter in northern BC. So we're not sure how long this is going to take, but we're crossing our fingers and we're going to hope for the best.
Long trip to take.
So I'm guessing 8 or 9 hours? Okay.
I think so.
What are you going to do? Put him in there?
Yeah. He won't get away on you, will he? Oh, he'll be so happy. He'll be so happy to go in that where it's nice and warm.
What a nice little bear. You're smaller than I thought you were. Eh?
You're not very big.
No, he's not that big. Eh? You're going to have a good home now. Yeah. You'll be okay. Yeah. You're okay.
Oh, you're hissing. That's good. That's a good sign. You keep hissing.
Get away now.
Are you sure he won't run out?
I'll hold him here so he doesn't.
Okay, success.
Wow! Yay!
They see food in the straw.
He can't see nothing.
Yes, he
okay.
can. It's open on the back. That's why he ran that way.
Oh, I see.
Away from us.
And he's eating.
Just wanted to show you.
Yeah.
See what we do? You can open this, and then we can put food in.
Oh, yeah.
But he can't get out. The opening is too small.
Yeah.
So we can still feed him. We can get more food for him. So it just keeps it safe. And we have these little,
Yeah.
so it doesn't rattle.
Yeah.
Because we don't want him to have this in his ears the whole time on the trip. So nothing here rattles.
No.
If we had to leave it somewhere, we can put locks in.
Oh, yeah.
And nothing can be opened. Peter designed all these cages. So we have magnets on here, and when we let it go, it just, so it won't rattle while the animal is in there, and it's causing no distress.
Genius. Whose idea was this?
Peter's,
Peter.
he's always the one quietly in the background.
Yes, he is very quiet.
This is Peter, the inventor, the
Yep,
photographer,
everything.
the bear
It's all-
spotter.
I'm the big mouse.
Okay. Can you say that again?
I'm the big mouse.
But every organization needs that, right? You need
make it
a
very
spokesman. So let's do this again. We're going to go, I'm the spokesman.
Okay, that sounds better. I'm the spokesman.
Okay.
And he doesn't
Or the
talk to
spokeswoman.
you.
So are we looking pretty healthy here?
Skinny.
Okay.
I would probably estimate about 25 pounds.
Ooh. How much should...
About 50.
Okay.
We'd like to know. Well, man.
I wonder if he ate all the apples or not.
Apples? He says I'm willing to.
Yeah, you see when we can
You'll
give
get
them
used
water
to-
too.
Oh yeah, there's water. Yeah.
Peter designed them, and then they welded it. The prototypes that we did were not as good, and then we found out, okay, we didn't put any openings in to put in food, so we added that, and then we had solid handles that were sticking out, but it made it really hard to stack several boxes when we were releasing, and we have 4 bears that go to one destination that didn't fit into the truck anymore. And then at the beginning we had just cross slats here, and they would get in there with their claws and cut it off. Even we tried to round it off. This works much better. There's no pain. Then we still have a little issue down here,
Yeah, right there.
but it's not as bad
They
anymore.
can just put a round strip in there like they have outside.
Yeah, we're learning. You know, we're like every step we thought this was the trick, but we still need something to cover the bottom. So they go back in this winter now, and then they can work on it. And then I'm glad this worked out well for you.
Well, yeah. You
Put so much effort
have to
into
spend
it.
2 days here.
Glad we could help. Oh, I was looking forward to going shopping on Main Street. It looks like.
Yeah.
I still need some Christmas presents, right? We never get time to do this. We're always, you know,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
just planning to go somewhere and go shopping in Prince George. The call comes in and we're off in a different direction.
Wow. Goodbye, Bailey. Bye, Bailey.
Bailey's capture and successful move to the Northern Lights Wildlife Shelter is a win for us. Aside from being extremely underweight, she turned out to be a he. So Bailey the boy will spend the winter in Smithers and then in the summer be released to a remote area to start his wild life again. Over 40,000 bears are killed illegally in Canada each year. The bear parts market is an estimated $2 billion a year industry. Canada is enticing because of large forests and a low population density. This makes bear poaching really easy. The killing of Bailey's mother and sibling was an all too common tragedy. However, that tragedy has brought together a group of proactive, like-minded people who intend to be more vigilant about what's going on in their own backyard. We intend to make poaching much harder.